Let's talk about focus today. How can we get into the flow and get things done? When it comes to getting our work done, we create to-do lists, capturing all the things that we need to do. Then we open up our calendar and start planning. Schedule time slot for all the tasks and then we start doing it. Sounds very organized and well planned, right? We tend to manage our time, plan and schedule everything that we need to get done. But even if we already plan and organize everything, sometimes we still fail to get them done. Why? What worse is that sometimes more and more tasks stack up and we finally feel we do not have enough time to get them done. The key is not about how you manage your time, it is how you manage your attention. But don't get me wrong, I'm not asking you to stop scheduling your work, but no one can actually manage time. It passes. No matter what we do, we can't slow it down and we can't create more of it. You and I will always have the same amount of time every day. But you could get more done than me with the same amount of time, or I could get more done than you. So you see, time is never the problem. It is the distractions, the misplaced attention that are actually interfering our ability to get things done. The solution is not time management, it is attention management. It is how we manage our focus. Think about all the crazy games that we can play on our smartphone nowadays, where back in the days, we need a PlayStation, which means we can only play it when we are at home. We knew that we do not have access to it when we are at work or at school, alright? But it is not the same now. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, and just so much more. You have endless content to watch and you have access to them anywhere, anytime. We are actually having a much tougher time to focus than ever. Well, I will first recommend you to deal with social media, but I will not talk about it today. You can watch another video of mine talking about how to break away from social media. I'll put the link right up here. So we are going to talk about how to get into the flow, how to focus better and get things done. So let's dive in. Number 1, don't multitask. I learned about attention residue from the book Deep Work. The explanation comes from Sophie Leroy. When you switch from task A to task B, your attention does not immediately follow. A residue of your attention still remains stuck with task A, even if you already switched to task B. And the moment you want to switch back to task A again to finish it, you will realize you need to refocus. You need to gather all the information again before you can continue where you left off. This could actually take you more time to get things done. This will divide your focus. Even if you already done task A and then you want to move on to task B, your attention still remain divided for some time. So don't switch between tasks. Focus on getting one done and then move on to the next one. Number 2, shut the door. If you are working at your office, shut your office room door. If you want to focus on your study at home, shut your room door. I mean, just close the door. You are then sending messages to other people that you are working on something serious. You mean business. You are putting yourself in do not disturb mode. Other people will automatically aware that you do not want any unnecessary disturbance. You can also do this on your digital world. You can turn off the notification of a phone. You can put your phone in silent mode or simply place your phone in another room. Basically, the idea here is that shut yourself away from the outer world and then focus on doing the important task in hand. Number 3, set a visible timer. We cannot stay in focus mode for very long, but I would say how long is depend on you yourself. Set a visible timer that you cannot avoid seeing as you work. You sure heard of the pomodoro technique, right? Where you set a timer and then you work continuously for 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break and repeat. I also learned about the 6-10 method from the book The 5 AM Club, where the author mentioned to work with intense focus for 60 minutes and then take a 10 minutes break to allow yourself to have a short break between intense focus of work. But how long you can focus is really depend on yourself. You need to experiment this yourself. But if you're not sure, you can just try out the pomodoro technique or the 6-10 method. Pushing yourself to work non-stop is a bad idea. As your focus depletes, your attention follow. Of course, you can push yourself to work continuously, but you won't be able to produce a good result. Number 4, listen to laser focus soundtrack. Listening to music can also help you focus better. I usually listen to lo-fi music when I'm working or studying. I have some playlists on my Apple Music, like Pure Focus, Catching Feelings, Lo-Fi Chills, Lo-Fi Japan. Of course, there are also many playlists on YouTube that can actually help you focus better. Try to find the music that works for you. It will help you immerse to the music, isolate yourself from the outer world, and you will be able to focus better on your work. If you are still watching up until this point, consider subscribing if you think this video is helpful. Let's move on. Number 5. Random questions list. While we can try our best to control and manage our focus, you still can't stop your mind to wander. Distraction, some random stuff still come into our mind, and this will take away your attention. It is very important for us to recognize this, which is why we can try to make a random questions list. Something that I learned from the book Make Time. If you have a dinner with your friend tonight, alright, you might think about what to wear later at night while you are working. Or you might think about, is there any Facebook update? Or you suddenly think of, there is an email that you haven't replied. Or you think about where to go for family dinner this weekend. Alright, every time when your mind starts to wander, alright, write them down on a piece of paper so that you know you will remember it later. You know you will check on it after you've done your work. This will help you create more space for your mind because you do not need to hold all the information while you are working. You do not need to worry if you will miss out anything, and this will definitely allow you to focus better on your work. Number 6. Notice one breath. This is also something that I learned from the book Make Time. It is just like meditation, the breathing exercise. In meditation, we are taught to focus on our breath, noticing the air go in from our nose, reaching our lungs expand, and then breathe out through the mouth. In meditation, we repeat the process over and over again. Every time when our mind starts to wander, we will gently bring back the attention back to our breath. So, if your mind starts to wander while you are working, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and try to notice the air goes in from your nose, reaching your lungs expand, and then breathe out through the mouth. Just notice one breath and then bring your attention back to your work. Number 7. Invent a deadline. In our work, we usually have deadlines, but for some open and general tasks, or the things that we need to do in our personal life do not have a proper deadline. We just knew we have something to do, but we do not set a time on when we are going to do it. We will think about, I am going to do it when I'm free later. But when you are finally free, you still don't do it. When it comes to the things that do not have a proper deadline, we need to invent one ourselves. Inventing deadline means we are setting commitment. There is a specific time and date to deliver so that we know we have to focus on it and make sure it happens. Alright, these are what I've learned about managing focus, where time is really not the problem. We can be super busy, but it doesn't mean we are productive. Managing your focus and attention is the key to produce more in lesser time, getting your work done in a shorter time. Hit the like button if you think this video is helpful, share to your friends and family, and subscribe for more of my future video. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.